Hi guys, Hemant here. I'm back with my new video, which I prepared is a totally vegetarian chicken biryani, and it is specially for the vegetarian people who doesn't eat non-veg biryani. So I hope you guys will like it. Thank you so much. For the dish, I'm using tomato puree, saffron, fried onions, soya chap, diced carrots, 1 centimeter, coriander leaves, mint, rice, which will be around 2 cups, bay leaves, diced, everything that you can see in the video. So let's boil the water, put some bay leaf, cinnamon, star anise, green cardamom, brown cardamom. Now add some rice and let them boil. The technique I am using for this is drainage method. Now stir it and put some salt for the taste. It will not take much time. It will take only hardly 8 to 10 minutes because the water was already boiled, and it should not be much firm. It should not be much hard. It should be al dente. I mean, the technical term that we use here is al dente. That is not much firm, not much hard, to the tooth. So now here I am using olive oil. Now let the oil get hot. This is for the gravy I'm using. Let it now add some jeera. Now add some minced onions that I did. Saute it well. Let it brown. Now I'll add some most of the things that we use. Garlic. That will give a flavor to the gravy that I'm gonna make. Now we are adding garlic into it. As you can see, now our onions are getting brown, and saute it well so that it won't stick on the pan base. Now add some tomato puree. Let the water get absorbed. Let it get it in color. Now add some spices. After this, we'll add some spices. Now add some spices: turmeric, red chili, coriander powder, salt. These will also give a flavor to the curry. You can also use bay leaves and green cardamom here, but I'm not because I'm already using it in rice. Add some salt, add some water. Let the gravy be thick. I'm not using any thickening agent, but yes, it will take not much time. Now I'll add some biryani masala that I made out my own. After stirring it well, now boil the water. For the soya chunks that I have done, I will blanch it only for 2 minutes. If you do it more than this, it will get mushy. As you can see, now it's boiling, so it's already done. Put it out on the hot plate or somewhere on the chopping board. Make it a dices of thick dices or a chunks that you can make. It's up to you. But before that, remove the sticks that you got in. Don't waste water, so you can also use the same water for the boiling of vegetables, but don't boil it very high. I mean very mushy. It will not give the firm flavor to the biryani. It will be a pulao. So parboil the vegetables that I am doing it right here. Carrots and beans. Beans will only take 30 seconds, not more than that, and carrots will only take only 2 minutes. And you can saute the capsicum as I told you that we can do that. So check it out. It's done. Put it in the plate. The heat of the vegetable will also let them cook as well, so no need to do that. I already cooked only 40%, else everything will be cooked by its own heat. As you can see, now I'm doing the beans. It will hardly take 30 seconds, not more than that, else beans will be mushy and it won't give the taste. The taste will always get evaporate if you do that more than 30 seconds. The blanching of beans will give the bright flavor and vibrant color. So it's really good to do that. Even if you are doing anything like any other sabzi that you are making at home, you can also do that, because it will not be much meshy, so it will be a good to taste. So now again come to the gravy. I'll add the chunk of soya chops that I have done. Before that, heat the gravy and add some of the chunks and mix it well. You can also use a cream that I'll use it later. Mix it. It will give a nice flavor to the biryani. As you can see that it's being very vibrant and good in a taste. You can try at home anytime, anywhere. Add some red chilies more to give the flavor, and biryani masala also. As it's already done, now I'm adding a bit of you can see a cream. Before adding a cream, you can whisk it well so that it won't make a lump, else it will be spoilage to the gravy. So better to whisk it and then add it in the gravy. As you can see, it's thick and it's giving a very good flavor. The gravy will be in the semi-liquid, so it's a good. So now we'll take a huge handi or a patila, add some desi ghee into it. Take 4 tablespoons of desi ghee, as I'm making this biryani for around 8 people. So it will take only 4 tablespoons, because we will also take care of our health. I know that Indian food is rich in flavor, it's ghee and spices, but we have to take care of our digestive system also. So now we'll add some chopped and slit green chilies and diced capsicums. Saute it well. Don't over saute, else the color will turn into a brown. So add some of the more things. After sauteing this, as it will take only 2 minutes, now I'll add other vegetables like green beans and carrots. Saute them. I'm mixing all the vegetables together so that I'll get a flavor. Now add some black pepper. Now add some salt. It will take hardly 5 to 10 minutes to saute all these vegetables and give them a good texture. So after this, take it out all this in a plate. Now in that patila, make a layer of soya chops, then vegetables, and then a rice that you have cooked partially. So spread all over the pan, and then after that put some mint leaves, coriander leaves, and some of the black pepper. It will give a flavor. Now again do that and repeat the same stage and cycle that you did before. Remember not to put all the rice and the vegetables and the gravy that you have cooked all together. It will give a flavor. Adding a biryani masala will give a texture to the taste of biryani. It will give a very good taste. Now add some brown onions. Again we are repeating the same cycle. Again we are putting all the rice into it. Now adding all the vegetables and biryani masala, that will give a flavor. Mint leaves. You can also use basil leaves that you have at home, or you can also use microgreens to give a new texture to your biryani. It will give a different flavor. Adding the peppercorns, fried onions, adding basil leaves as I mentioned before. So now it's totally ready, as you can see. You can also add a milk and a saffron in a lukewarm milk. It will give a good color and a flavor. Apart from using a turmeric, you can use the natural colors better to adopt that. Now I am doing the thumb, as you can see, so it's better. You can use atta or a whole wheat flour. It will just make a pressure like a cooker. because the steam that will get generate in this vessel will uh, will be very good, and कुछ उसमें से बाहर नहीं निकलेगा. So that's the thing, that's how dum we prepare it in commercial kitchens. But nowadays in a commercial kitchen we do not use this kind of a dum. We use a sous vide method, that is a typical method that we use. It is kind of a similar thing that we, but dum is totally from Lucknow Avdi cuisine, and whereas sous vide method is totally from France. This is the thing that you can do, and you have to just made a dum for around 45 minutes. As you can see, now it's ready. Remember to put it in a low flame. Now see the uh, flavor that I got that time. You can imagine that as well. The biryani is totally fantastic. As you can see, I'm removing a dum. And remember to take the rice from the side, not in the middle. That will spoil the color and the texture of everything. So this is the thing that I wanted and I expected. So this was the preparation that I have done. It was really a fantastic experience. As you can see that this is the biryani that I have prepared. You can also garnish it with juliennes of garlic or ginger, or sometimes you can also add microgreens. So thank you so much for the video. Have a nice day.